Hello and welcome, each and every one of you, to Small Step Big Change with DCTcentre. I'm Daiga, multilinguistic international coach therapist from DCTcentre. Please remember, if you or your family or friends are interested in personal therapy and healing sessions, you can reach out to me. All contact details are in description below the video. I strive to help everyone who asks for my help, so sessions are for affordable price. Also, I work online as well as face to face, so your location is not the issue here. For those of you who are tuning in for the first time, welcome. This is live weekly interactive show where I share small steps that, that create big transformations in your life. Through healing tools, meditation, spiritual guidance, and intuitive messages. I am sharing with you everything that I feel in my heart is true and helpful for you at this moment in time. Please take it with an open mind, what resonates with you, and leave the rest. If you enjoy what I do, please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube and Rumble channel so I'm able to reach out for more and more people who need my support and help. Today's small step is forgive, release past hurts. Forgiveness sets you free. So forgive and release past hurts. Forgiveness sets you free. But before we get to that, let's pick an object. As usual, on your screens now is three objects. Please, everyone, pick an object, and at the end of the show, I will reveal reading for your chosen object. This way, all of you beautiful souls who tune in to this show will have some very important guidance to take away from the show. Today's objects are clear quartz pendulum, colorful, colorful fluoride crystal, and clear quartz angel. Three beautiful objects, so clear quartz pendulum, colorful fluoride crystal, and clear quartz angel. Okay, let's go to main part of our show. And the main part of our show is forgive, release past hurts. Forgiveness sets you free. Today I want to remind you about the importance of forgiveness in your journey of personal healing. While I'm talking about releasing past, please think about some situations or memories, people you would like to release, memories you would like to release, some past issues you can't sort of forgive and forget and release. So think about those. Many of us carry invisible emotional backpacks filled with old hurts, betrayals, disappointments, and anger. We replay conversations, we rehearse arguments in our heads, we imagine what we should have said, we wish justice would somehow balance everything out. We wish them to get hurt, and yet nothing changes. Why? Because while we are believe we are holding on to past, in reality the past is holding on to us. The clinical perspective, what happens when we don't forgive, from psychological and neurological point of view, when we repeatedly think about past hurts, we activate the stress response system in our bodies. The body releases stress hormones, cortisol, adrenaline. The nervous system remains in fight and flight mode. Chronic resentment keeps the body in low-level survival activation. Research in positivity and positive psychology and trauma studies shows that unresolved resentment is linked to increased anxiety, depression, sleep disturbance, elevated blood pressure, chronic tension, and can show up in body as different diseases, inflammations, and even cancer. Then we hold on to anger or wish somebody will get hurt. We are not punishing the other person. We are repeatedly activating our own nerve system. It is like drinking poison and hoping somebody else will die from it. Forgiveness is not about approving or forgetting what happened. It is about regulating your nerve system and reclaiming your psychological freedom. The spiritual perspective, energetic release. Spiritually, forgiveness is about liberation of energy. When you hold on to resentment, your energy remains tied to the past person. Emotional cords stay active. You replay their presence in your field. Forgiveness is an energetic boundary reset. It does not mean you allow abuse or you forget or you reconcile. It means I choose to free my energy from this attachment. When you forgive, you are not saying they were right. You are not saying I choose peace, but you are saying I choose peace over pain. Forgiveness raises your vibration from anger and resentment, low frequency states, into acceptance and neutrality, which is where healing begins. Forgiveness does not require an apology, reconciliation, contact, closure for the other person. Forgiveness is an internal decision. Sometimes it is easy to forgive strangers than loved ones. Sometimes it is hardest to forgive those we deeply love. And most often, the hardest person to forgive is yourself. Today, I will give you some techniques to take with you and um, start play with forgiveness. Yeah, start trying to forgive. Um, One of the first I would like to show you is when resentment arises. Place one hand on your chest. Take 5 slow breaths in. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Say to yourself internally, this memory is in the past. I am safe now. Repeat till your body softens. This interrupts stress activation. Another one technique is write down what happened, what did it cost me, what did I learn, how did it make me stronger. We are not just victims of experiences, we are shaped by them. So write this all down, please, yeah? And it will help you forgive and let it go faster. Then another technique is imagine the person sitting in front of you. Say everything you never said. Express anger safely. Let tears come. And then say, I release you. I release myself. You may need to repeat this several times as well. Uh, then next one technique is close your eyes, visualize a cord between you and the person. Imagine Archangel Michael or pure white light gently cutting the cord. See the energy returning back to you. Say, I call my energy back, I release yours with love. Feel the space in your body. There is forgiveness mantra you can repeat daily. I forgive not because they deserve it, but because I deserve the peace. As self forgiveness practice, place both hands on your heart and say, I did the best I could with awareness I had at that time. I forgive myself. So again, say this many times till you actually feel it, this forgiveness, and feel this freedom which comes from this forgiveness. Remember, the forgiveness does not change the past, but it changes your relationship with the past. And that all changes your future. You always have the power to choose again. Um, I like to share some collective wisdom from the greats. So, holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. To forgive is to set the prisoner free and discover that the prisoner was you. Forgiveness does not excuse their behavior. Forgiveness prevents their behavior from destroying your heart. When you forgive, you heal. When you let go, you grow. Forgiveness is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. Forgive others not because they deserve forgiveness, but because you deserve the peace. So I hope you find helpful all this information what I give you today. And now let's do some short meditation to forgive and release all past hurts. I already tell you to try to bring to your uh, conscious mind some situations you struggling to forgive. So now is the moment to bring them closer, yeah, and with the awareness what you would like to forgive today, go to this meditation. But don't worry if you are ready to forgive just one thing in your life, even though you may have really huge backpack of lots dark darkness coming on in your from your past. Yeah, whatever you're ready, because you have always have this opportunity to come back to this meditation and forgive something more and release something more. So don't worry if only one thing you are ready to forgive. Maybe you even have to listen all meditation so you know what's going on, and then next time when you listen you're able to completely participate in this meditation. And as usual, I would like to know how you're getting on with it. Yeah, so please share with me how you're getting on with all these teachings, what I'm giving you, all those small steps I'm giving you. how your life is starting to change. Okay, let's get ready for this meditation. Let's take a moment to settle yourself comfortably. You don't need to do anything right now. There is nowhere you need to be, nothing you need to achieve. For the next few moments, this time is simply for you. If you feel comfortable, gently close your eyes and take slow, deep breath in and just concentrate on this breathing in. Breathe slowly in and out. And again, just slowly breathe in and breathe out. Feel your feet on the ground or floor. Allow your shoulders to soften. Allow your jaw to relax. Let your hands become heavy. And with every breath, allow yourself to become little more and more present. You are here. You are safe in this moment. Take a deep breath in and just hold this breath and just feel this breath in your head. Feel this breath in your throat, in your chest, in your tummy. And exhale. Another time. Take deep breath in and again just hold this breath and just feel it again in your head, in your chest, in your tummy, even in your toes, and maybe wiggle those toes, you know they are there. And exhale. And one more time. Let's take in deep breath. Deep as deep you possibly can. And let's just count this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale. Today we are going to gently explore our past. The past that tightens us up with disturbing memories, anger, resentment, fear, self-blame, all of these negative energies. Acknowledge what was in your past. There may be painful memories, shame, blame. There may be people to hurt you or disappoint you. There may be things you wish you had happened differently, words you wish you had said, words you wish somebody else had said to you, decisions you wish you had made differently, opportunities you wish you had taken. And perhaps there are chapters of your life that you would rather forget completely. But today we are not going to fight the past. We are simply going to acknowledge the past. It happened. It was part of my journey. It affected you. It may have changed you. But this does not have to control where you go next. Take a slow breath in. And as you breathe out, quietly say to yourself, I acknowledge what was. And say to yourself, what do you want to release today? If you have many things that you carry in your backpack, take out just one or two of them. Do not push yourself to forgive and release all at once. You can come back to this meditation again and again, wherever you're ready to release more. When you make a choice, what do you want to release today? Again, quietly say to yourself, I acknowledge what was, and continue sentence with what you want to release. The past is not happening now. Now bring your attention to your breathing. Notice the breath moving in and moving out. And remind yourself, the past is not happening right now. Whatever happened is not happening in this exact moment. You are here. You are breathing. You are alive. You are experiencing this present moment. And although the past may have left memories, emotions, or lessons with you, you are not trapped there. Imagine yourself standing in a beautiful, peaceful place, somewhere in nature, a forest, a beach, meadow, mountain, or somewhere that exists only in your imagination. Look around this place. Notice the colors around. Notice the light. Notice the air. And feel your feet firmly connected to the ground. You are standing in present. And behind you is a long, long pathway. This pathway represents your past. You can see different moments along the past, some bright, some dark, some clear, some almost forgotten. You don't need to walk back. You don't need to relive anything. You can simply look at the pathway from where you are standing now. Now there may be somebody from your past who hurt you. If that person comes to your awareness, you do not need to excuse what they did. You don't have to say it was okay. You don't have to forget. You don't have to invite them back into your life. And forgiveness does not mean giving somebody permission to hurt you again. Forgiveness simply means I refuse to carry this weight of what you did for the rest of my life. Now imagine the river is crossing your path. You are at the river banks and there is a raft. Let the image of the memory, the person or situation, and all the energy that goes with it onto the raft and watch it float away from you. Say to yourself, I forgive and release everything that no longer serves me into the floating waters of a river. I trust Mother Earth and nature wisdom of water to transform, cleanse, and recycle this energy in something natural and beneficial. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Mother Earth. What happened belonged to the past. I forgive and release my attachment to changing what cannot be changed. I choose my life. I choose my freedom now. And now imagine that there is another raft waiting for you. And as we talk, you been carrying a bag where is all those past issues you would love to release. In this bag are things you have collected throughout your life you cannot forgive yourself about. Some are memories, some are regrets, some are expectations, some are other people's opinions, some are disappointments, some are old fears, some are things people said about you, and perhaps some are beliefs you developed because of what happened to you. You have carried this bag for a very long time, and perhaps you have become so used to carrying it that you forgot you were allowed to put it down. So today you are going to begin. Imagine putting this bag down on the raft. If you're ready to give away all your bag, to give, forgive and release all what is in your bag, then please put all bag on raft. If not, then open it up. Take out one thing that you no longer need to carry. Perhaps it's guilt, perhaps it's anger, perhaps it's regret, perhaps it's somebody else's judgment, perhaps it's belief. I'm not good enough. I should have done more. I should have known better. Whatever comes to you, place it gently on the raft. And now let's look at the version of yourselves. Perhaps you were young, perhaps you were frightened, perhaps you didn't know what you know today. Perhaps you were doing the best you could with the understanding, researches, and emotional strength you had at that time. Look at the young version of yourself and say to yourself, I see you. I know you were trying. I know you didn't have all the answers. You did the best you could with what you knew. Place, place all images of yourself and all the energies that goes with it on the raft. Gently set the raft upon the flowing river and watch as the current carries it away, taking with it everything you are now ready to release. Say to yourself, I forgive and release myself for things I didn't know. I forgive and release myself for mistakes I made while I was learning. I give myself permission to grow beyond my past. Take deep, deep breath in and slowly release it all those past issues. And say to yourself, this is no longer belongs to my future. Take another deep breath in and letting go this. Now put your hand on the heart and say to yourself, I love you. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. Thank you. And so it is. And just watch this raft floating away in waters of the river. Now bring your attention back to yourself. Imagine all the positive energy you have left behind in the past begin to return to you. Just breathe in. I call my energy back to myself. Breathe out. Again, breathe in. I reclaim my attention. I reclaim my strength. Breathe out. And now take the breath in again. I reclaim my peace. I reclaim my freedom now. Take another deep breath in and breathe out. Energy you give to old relationships, energy you give to regret, energy you give to worrying about what someone thinks, energy you give to replaying conversations, energy you give to wondering what if. Imagine the energy gently returning to you, coming back into your heart. You can feel nice, warm, soft energy coming back to you, filling your heart with love, filling your heart with light. This energy coming back into every cell of your body, coming back into your life. You don't need to chase this energy. Simply allow this beautiful energy to come back to your life. And as this energy returns, just say, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now look once more at the pathway behind you. You don't need to destroy it. You don't need to erase it. It is part of your story, but this is behind you. Now imagine closing the large gate behind you. You can honor what you learn. You can honor every teaching you have from this path. You can honor how far you have come. You can acknowledge the pain without allowing the pain to become your identity. And say to yourself, I cannot change what was, but I can choose what happens next. Breathe in again. I cannot rewrite yesterday, but I can create tomorrow. And breathe out. And again, just breathe in. The past is part of my story, is not the whole story. Allow these words to settle within you. I forgive and release what I can no longer change. I make peace with what was. I forgive myself for being human. I release guilt no longer serves me. I release the need to understand everything. I release the need to change the past. I honor what I have survived. I honor what I have learned. I reclaim my energy. I reclaim my power. I choose to live in the present. I give myself permission to create something new in my life. Now slowly turn away from pathway, from this gate you closed, and in front of you is another beautiful path. The sunlight is streaming in your face. This path represents your future. You don't need to know exactly where it leads. You don't need to have every answer. You only need to take the next step. Look ahead, notice that the path is open. The light represents possibilities, new experiences, new relationships, new choices, new versions of yourself, and perhaps most importantly, a new relationship with yourself. Take a step forwards and say, I choose to move forward. Take another step forward. I choose peace. Another step. I choose myself. I am ready for what comes next. Next, another step. I choose again. I am ready for new miracles in my life. I am ready for new adventures in my life. What else is possible for me? Take another deep breath in. I forgive and release all my past now. And slowly breathe out. It is done now. And so it is. Very slowly begin becoming aware of your body again. Feel your feet on the floor. Feel your hands. Notice the surface supporting you. Start notice sounds around you. Take deep breath in, and when you're ready, gently move your fingers, move your toes, roll your shoulders. Take your time, there is no need to rush. And when you're ready, slowly open your eyes. Before we finish, take one final moment to recognize something important. You are no longer standing where you once were. You have moved. You have grown. And you are allowed to leave some things behind. The past can remain part of your story without remaining in control of your future. You don't have to forget your past to move forward. You don't have to forgive someone before you are ready. And you don't have to pretend that something didn't hurt. Sometimes healing begins with simply saying, "This happened. It mattered, but I don't want to carry it anymore." Your past is chapter in your story. This is not the final page. You are here now, and your next chapter is waiting for you. So remember, you do not have to go through change in your life alone. Please contact me, arrange private sessions with me, and I will be by your side every step of the way. I try to help everyone who asks for my help, so I work for affordable price. Also, I work in person from office or online. Your location is not the issue. Okay, let's get to part where we choose object and have reading for our objects. So, our objects tonight: clear quartz pendulum, colorful, colorful fluoride crystal, and clear quartz angel. So I hope everybody already choose their favorite object for today, and let's start readings. Is happening. Okay. Okay, let's start from everybody who choose clear quartz pendulum. Remember, take what resonates with you and leave the rest, because this is reading for everyone who choose this pendulum. It's not like private reading. So, your current energy is represented by Ace of Swords. This is powerful card of clarity through new understanding and mental breakthroughs. You may be reaching a point where something that has been confusing you is finally becoming clear. You are beginning to see situation for what it really is, rather than through fear, assumptions, or other people's expectations. The Ace of Swords can also represent making important decision. You may be thinking, "I know what I need to do now." There is new level of clarity coming into your life, and this clarity can help you cut through anything that has been holding you back. Look into your past. We have the Lovers. This card suggests the relationships, partnerships, choices, and emotional connections have played an important role in your journey. There may have been periods when you experienced strong sense of harmony with another person, or perhaps you were making an important choice based on what was truly aligned with your heart. The Lovers also is about values and alignment. Your past experiences, particularly your relationships and choices you have made, have helped you understand much more clearly what you want and what you no longer want in your life. Your near future is represented by Six of Pentacles. This is beautiful energy of giving, receiving, generosity and balance. You may find yourself in position where you are able to share your knowledge, resources, time or success with others. But remember, the Six of Pentacles isn't only about giving. It is also about allowing yourself to receive. Sometimes we become so used to being the person who helps everybody else that we forget that we are allowed to accept support too. So if opportunity comes your way to receive help, guidance, or generosity from another person, don't automatically reject it. Allow the energy of giving and receiving to become balanced. The energy between you and short-term outcome is Eight of Pentacles. This card really uh, confirms something important. You have been doing the work. Your progress has not happened by accident. It has come through hard work, discipline, learning, perseverance, and continuing even when things haven't been easy. You may have spent considerable amount of time developing yourself, your career, your skills, or your financial stability. The Eight of Pentacles tells you that your effort is beginning to show results. What you have been building step by step is starting to become something tangible. Keep going. But remember that working hard does not mean you have to work endlessly. Your outcome is represented by temperance. This is beautiful card of balance, healing, patience, and harmony. And I feel this is particularly important for you. You have learned how to work hard. You have learned how to persevere. You have learned how to keep moving forward. But now the cards are asking you to learn something else, how to create balance. Don't give everything to work, achievement, or responsibilities while leaving nothing for yourself. Your mind needs rest, your body needs care, your emotional well being needs attention. Temperance reminds you that true success isn't simply about how much you accomplish, it's all about how peaceful you feel while living the life you have created. Universe is giving you message Nine of Pentacles. This is wonderful message. Independence, accomplishment, self-sufficiency, confidence, and enjoying the results of your own efforts. You are moving forward a place where you can feel much more secure within yourself. You may be creating great financial independence, great emotional independence, or simply strong sense of I can do this. I know who I am. I know what I have built. There is sense of enjoying the fruits of your labor. But there is another message here. You don't have to do everything completely alone. Three of Pentacles appears as an additional message. This card says, bring the right people into your corner. Collaboration could become extremely important for your next stage. Sometimes we believe that independence means doing everything ourselves. It doesn't. True independence can also mean knowing who to trust, who has the skills you don't have, and then collaboration can help you build something bigger. Different minds can come together and create something that one person alone may struggle to achieve. So don't be afraid to ask for support. Don't be afraid to collaborate. And don't underestimate the value of other people's knowledge and experience. And finally, we have the Empress. What a beautiful card to finish this reading. Empress brings energy of nurturing, abundance, creativity, growth, and development. Something in your life is being nurtured into existence. It could be a business, career, relationship, creative project, your financial stability, or simply new version of yourself. The important message is that wherever you are building needs care and patience. You cannot force growth. You nurture it. You give it the right environment and eventually you begin to see it flourish. So nice reading for you. Next, we have reading for fluoride colorful gemstone. Again, take it what resonates with you and leave the rest. Mm, Tom, current position is Queen of Swords. This tells me that you are coming into period of clarity, independence, and honest thinking. You may be someone who has learned through experience not to accept everything at face value. You ask questions, you look for the truth, you analyze situation carefully, and when you make decision, you want it to be based on reality rather than fantasy. The Queen of Swords represents an intelligent, realistic, and straightforward personality. There may also be a strong boundary around you now. You are becoming much more comfortable saying, this is what I believe, this is what I need, and this is what I will no longer accept. Looking into your past is Page of Swords. This reinforces the idea that you have been searching for answers. You may have spent considerable time researching, observing, asking questions, and gathering information. Perhaps you weren't ready to act immediately because you first needed to understand what was really happening. The Page of Swords is curious. It wants to know the truth. It wants to understand, and it prepares itself before taking action. So there is feeling here that your past has been a period of investigation and preparation. Your near future is represented by death. No, please don't frightened by this card. In tarot reading, that card is primarily about transformation, endings, and new beginnings. Something is coming to end because it has completed its purpose, and something new is ready to take its place. Looking at the cards around it, I don't see this as something to fear. In fact, it feels more like you have been searching for answer and now you are ready to move forward. As energy between is Queen of Pentacles. This is beautiful card because it suggests that the changes coming in your life can create greater stability, security, and abundance. For some people, this could involve work or business. For others, it may relate to creating a more comfortable and loving home environment. It can also represent becoming more grounded and secure within yourself. So, although that brings transformation, the Queen of Pentacles tells us that this transformation can lead towards something much more stable. You are not simply changing for the sake of changing. You are moving towards something that can provide you with a strong foundation. Looking forward, we have Seven of Cups. You may suddenly find yourself facing many possibilities and many choices. This can be exciting, but it can also become confusing. Not every possibility is real opportunity. Some things may be wishful thinking. Some may look beautiful from distance but have very little substance behind them. So your task will be to ask yourself which of these choices can actually become reality. You don't need to choose everything. You need to choose what is genuinely aligned with your path. Message from universe is the fool, and this is beautiful confirmation of the death card. The fool represents new beginnings, freedom, possibility, and taking leap of faith. You may not have every answer yet. You may not know exactly how everything will unfold, but universe appears to be saying you don't need to know everything step before you take the first one. There comes a moment when research has to become action. You have gathered information, you have thought about it, you have prepared yourself. Now you may need to trust yourself enough to begin. Take the leap of faith, but take it with awareness. The fool isn't about being careless. It's about being willing to step into something new without allowing fear to um, fear of unknown to stop. Um, if you take this step, Seven of Pentacles appears. This card asks you to pause and assess your progress. Look at what you have already created. Look at what has worked. Look at what hasn't worked, and then ask what needs to change in my strategy. Perhaps you have been working extremely hard towards something, but the results haven't been what you expected. That doesn't necessarily mean you failed. It may simply mean that your approach needs to evaluate. Sometimes the answer isn't work hard. Sometimes the answer is to work differently. And finally, we have the Emperor. This is very powerful card to finish with. The Emperor represents structure, authority, stability, leadership, and ability to build something lasting. On personal level, this can indicate that you are becoming much more established and confident in your own life. You'll be taking greater control over your circumstances and creating strong foundations for your future. But there may also be bigger message here. For some of you, the transformation you are experiencing may connecting to large changes happening around you in your community, work, or even world. There is sense of moving from uncertainty towards structure, from confusion towards clarity. So looks like the more more there will be support from larger worldwide changes, not only in your life. So next one is uh, can't do it for some reason. Okay, next one is clear quartz angel. Um, your current position is King of Cups. This is the energy of someone who is emotionally balanced, wise, compassionate, stable, and supportive. You may neutrally take the role of person others turn to when you when they need advice, reassurance, or emotional support. There is also leadership quality here. You may be someone who can remain calm when other people are struggling. But there is another side to the King of Cups. Although you may feel emotions very deeply, you don't necessarily show everything that you feel. You may have learned to control your emotions rather than allowing them to control you. You can be generous and supportive to others while keeping some of your own feelings safely inside. The message here is you are stronger emotionally than you may realize, but you don't have to carry everything alone. Looking into your past is Two of Cups. This strongly points towards significant partnership or emotional connection. For some of you, this may have been a romantic relationship. For others, it could have been close friendship, a family connection, business partnership, or another relationship that felt deeply meaningful. There was sense of connecting, mutual understanding, or emotional exchange. Your near future is presented by Five of Pentacles. Um, it can represent feelings of loss, isolation, hardship, financial concerns, or feeling left out in the cold. You may already be experiencing some of this energy. Perhaps you have been feeling alone. Perhaps something has been taken away from you. But I want to tell you something very important. This is not a permanent destination. The Five of Pentacles represents a period. It is part of a transition. Um, Near future is Three of Wands. The energy connecting your present position with this upcoming change is Three of Wands. This tells me that you are already looking beyond your current circumstances. You may be thinking, where do I go from here? You are looking towards the future. You are considering your options. You may be waiting for right opportunity or trying to decide which direction is best for you. The Three of Wands is about expansion, future planning, and looking beyond what you already know. You may not have all the answers yet, but your vision is beginning to move beyond your current situation. Looking little farther is Eight of Cups. This is the card of walking away. But this isn't necessarily walking away because you have failed. Quite often, the Eight of Cups appears when we realize this is no longer fits with me. You may decide to leave behind a relationship or commitment, a job, lifestyle, or emotional situation that you have outgrown. There can be sadness attached to this decision. After all, the Cups represents emotional investment. You may have given a great deal to something, but eventually you recognize that continuing to stay could cost you more than walking away. Um, the universe brings you message of Ten of Swords. This is powerful card of painful endings, betrayal, disappointment, and completion of a difficult chapter. For some of you, there may have been situations where you felt deeply hurt or betrayed. Perhaps someone you trusted disappointed you. Perhaps something ended in a way that you never expected. And if you are currently going through this, the cards acknowledge the pain is real. Don't minimize it. Don't tell yourself that you shouldn't feel hurt. But there is something very important about Ten of Swords. The ending has already happened or is reaching its completion. The darkness part of the story does not continue forever. Ten of Swords is also the card that says there is nowhere else to go but up. Something is ending, so the something completely different can begin. And this is where your reading changes dramatically. The Wheel of Fortune appears. What a beautiful card to receive after Ten of Swords. The wheel represents change, turning points, new cycles, opportunities, and movement in your circumstances. You may feel as though life has been working against you, but the wheel turns. What is happening now does not have to define your future. A cycle is changing. The energy begins to move. New possibilities can appear. Circumstances can shift in ways you could not have predicted. And something that currently feels like ending may ultimately become the doorway into much better chapter. The big message here is King of Cups. You are currently represented by King of Cups, strongly, strong, emotionally mature, supportive, and capable of remaining composed, and even when things are difficult. So, Wheel of Fortune is giving you all opportunities to change and change for the better. So your story isn't ending. It is the beginning of your freedom. So beautiful, very challenging reading, but beautiful outcome of the reading. So everything will changes with Wheel of Fortune. So that's all for today. I hope you find the new step helpful. For some of you, if we it will be just a reminder, for others new discovering and learning. Doesn't matter at what stage in your healing journey you are right now. Remember, you don't have to do and go through all challenges alone. I'm here for you every step of the way. All you need to do is contact me for private sessions so you can change your life much faster and easy with my support. I believe that wherever you are or wherever you find yourself today, it's never too late to create better future for yourself tomorrow. All contact details are in the description below the video. Thank you all beautiful souls for joining me today. If you like what I do, please like, share and subscribe to my YouTube and Rumble channels. Remember, small steps create big change. Till next time, take care and God bless.